So this is an introduction to the supercloth pilot that we have going on in the Panhandle. First, I wanted to give you a lay of the land for the wastewater treatment plant we're at. We've got an influent EQ tank right here that then flows into some fine screens, some just static sweeps, goes through a grit collection channel. Then it goes to a standard oxidation ditch. From there, it flows into a splitter box where the mixed liquor gets sent to a secondary clarifier. From there, it flows into a EQ tank for the clarifier outflow. From there, it goes into some sand filters. These actually have to be super sands. Then it goes to chlorine contact, and then it flows out to the ocean. We have two connexes, containers, that are set up at the plant right now at the influent EQ. You can see here we're pumping out of and feeding back into the filter EQ tank, and our rejects going into the influent EQ tank. So that's the setup we currently have. So here's a picture of the two units set up, and we'll get in deeper. So that's the supercloth unit and the pre-treatment unit right there. As we go into the pre-treatment shipping container, you can see it's got its own control panel. Everything in here is controlled through that. We actually have right here a coagulant feed system, and then there a polymer feed system. Some little small storage tanks for dosing. We have a flash mix and a coagulation zone, and then another flash mix, and then a flocculation zone. So 4 mixers in total. You can see here at this plant, the water was so clean, we're actually feeding some mixed liquor. It's about 2,000 milligrams per liter coming from that splitter box I mentioned, going right in front of the clarifier. We have a flow meter here, so that's where we're reading the flow coming in. That big pipe, the top orange one, then goes to the supercloth pilot unit. As we go into the second shipping container, you can see the two hoses, influent and effluent. The blue one's the reject coming back out. Have the control panel. There you can see this is actually a standard unit with 2 square meters of filtration area. We've got a little online turbidimeter. We're actually running a test right now at about 30 milligrams per liter and getting less than 2 NTUs out, less than 2 milligrams per liter out. You can see here, this is right before a backwash. The water level is building, and as it builds, eventually the level probe, which is a pressure transducer, will initiate a backwash. I'll show you the filtered water right there, good and clean looking, and that's where we're measuring the effluent turbidity. So as it comes up, a backwash is initiated. You can see through the murky water the discs rotating. We're vacuuming them off as they rotate down past the oxygen tube. If you notice the line on the side of the tank, you can see how quickly it drops. And that was it. That was a backwash. This one took about 15 seconds to complete. And if I'll show you the effluent one more time. Yep, and like I said, that's recirculating right back into the filtration EQ tank that is at the wastewater plant. This unit actually is operating where that backwash happens about every 15 minutes or so. The far tank is the backwash pump, and the near pump is the desludge pump, where we actually can suck sludge off the bottom. You see the drive and a backup flow meter there. This is the control panel. You see we have 1 mixer on. That's simply because we're feeding mixed liquor, and I'm trying to keep that from settling in that second tank. It's a screen that shows you what's going on with the disc filter. And there you go. You can see the trend. The black line at the top is the backwashes that the filter undergoes. And yeah, we're logging all that data, compiling it into a report, all in an effort to reach Title 22. So thanks.